Hello again, this is AZC2, and first off, I would like to congratulate Coventry City Football Club for achieving promotion to the Premier League after a 25-year exile, the longest any team has taken to return since the Premier League began. I remember Coventry City when Gordon Strachan was their manager, and they used to be famous for pulling off their great escapes. Like with 1 or 2 matches to go, they would scrape through barely and finish the season in 17th place, just outside the relegation zone, while the 3 teams below them were relegated to the second tier. Unfortunately, that luck ran out in 2001 and Coventry disappeared and haven't been seen until now. Next season, they'll be competing in the Premier League, managed by Frank Lampard, who built his career as a player at Chelsea. After a relatively successful spell at Derby County, where he led them to the playoff finals against Aston Villa in 2019, which they eventually lost, he was poached by Chelsea to be their manager, but that didn't turn out well. An equally insipid spell at Everton followed before Coventry approached him, and he appears to have redeemed himself. Still, it remains to be seen if he can help Coventry City survive the competition in the Premier League, which has been getting really tough over the years. After all, Leicester, Ipswich and Southampton went down after just 1 season, and it looks like Ipswich will be hoping to make an immediate return. They sit 2nd place, and Kieran McKenna is still at the helm. McKenna led them to back-to-back promotions before finding the Premier League too tough for him, and they were relegated at the end of the 2024-25 season. He has rebuilt his team and he's hoping for another spell in the top flight. Behind Ipswich Town lies Millwall, who, if they manage to go up, would be looking at ending an exile that dates back at least 40 years. Millwall have the same points as Ipswich, but an inferior goal difference. If they get promoted, they could be the 53rd team. Sorry, the 52nd team in the Premier League. Southampton sit on 4th place. Like Ipswich, the Saints hope to return to the top flight after just 1 season down. Southampton had a bad start, but they have redeemed themselves and are at least assured of a playoff spot with 2 games to go. Middlesbrough sit behind Southampton on goal difference, and should they go up, they will be hoping to end a 9-year exile. They also have unfinished business with former manager Rob Edwards, who had left for Wolverhampton but failed to prevent the club being relegated from the Premier League. And bringing up the top 6 is Wrexham. The Welsh side are owned by Hollywood icon Ryan Reynolds, and about 10 years ago were playing in the non-league 5th tier. Reynolds bought the club when they were in League 2 and has overseen their rise up the ranks as the years went by. Wrexham haven't had any top flight experience unlike those above them. The Welsh side are clearly out to make an impression, but the question is, can they make the cut? But if they do, they'll be the 3rd team from Wales after Swansea and Cardiff to be in the Premier League. And yes, having them in the top flight will make it more interesting to watch, hopefully. In 7th place sit Hull City, whose draw with Leicester City away had resulted in the Foxes being relegated to the 3rd tier. This is a back-to-back relegation for Leicester City, who won the Premier League 10 years ago. But that's another story. Hull have the same points as Wrexham, but they have an inferior goal difference. So they have 2 games to make up for that. They must hope that Wrexham drop points and they have to win their next 2 games. That being said, any 2 teams from the 2nd place down to the 7th has an equal chance of joining Coventry City in the top flight. It remains too close to call as to who would finish 2nd best, though logically speaking, Ipswich is in the best position. Personally, I hope Ipswich and Hull can make it. Ipswich because I like Kieran McKenna. He's one of the better British managers around. In a league that's dominated by foreign coaches from Europe. And as for Hull City, well, my grandpa was a Hull boy, enough said. Not to mention that there are not many Yorkshire teams playing in the Premier League. Sure, we have Leeds United, but they aren't exactly that strong either. Anyway, football in Yorkshire appears to be cursed. Look at Sheffield Wednesday. 18-point deduction. Most likely to end the season with negative points. Relegated to League One as early as February. Starting next season with a 15-point deduction due to financial problems. Sheffield United themselves had experienced a point deduction, but still managed to finish 3rd in the 24-25 season, which allowed them into the playoff finals, but they lost to Sunderland. Sunderland. They are doing better than Newcastle this year, which hurts me the most because I'm a Magpie and my own team is down in the dumps after achieving 5th place last season. And you look further down the ladder, further down the pyramid, and you see more Yorkshire teams. Rotherham, Barnsley, Bradford all have experienced multiple promotions and relegations within the EFL system. Barnsley and Bradford have played in the Premier League before, but neither side have survived long. Same can be said for Huddersfield Town. And you look at Harrogate, they're going back to the National League after just 5 years in the EFL League 2. Unlike Forest Green Rovers, who at least made it to League 1, albeit for one season. All in all, that's all I have to say for now. My fingers are crossed to see how the EFL Championship ladder looks like once all 46 games are played. Yeah, I know. It's going to be a nail-biting finish. It's usually at this time of the season that things get really insane. And it sure is looking that way right now. Bye for now.